Hey, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a bump update because I feel like it's really starting to show now. We're at week 15 and a half. I'm still trying to fit into my regular clothes, which I'm going to have to get over soon. We get to find out the gender on Saturday, but we're going for our scan on Friday. And then we will ask the midwife to just write the gender down on a piece of paper, and one of my best friends will be able to give us the correct color papa, and we'll all find out together. We're having a little gender reveal with a few friends, and I'll have my family online, which will be very special.
Where you need to go.
I wanted to do a little bit of a few gender predictions because there are a few old wives' tales which I'm not really sure if they're going to work, and I thought it would be really fun to try them out before we actually know the gender. So the first one that I think of is whether you have morning sickness or no morning sickness. So I was lucky enough to have no morning sickness, which indicates a boy. And in terms of skin, I have had a little bit of a breakout over here and over here. So clear skin indicates a boy, so I have been having a little bit of a breakout. I don't really know if this classifies as a breakout because I know that can get really bad, so I would say girl, but I also know that this isn't as bad as it could get. The next one is whether you have been moody or chilled, and I would like to say chilled, but I do think I've been quite a bit moody and a little bit, what's the word, emotional. So poor Ryan, sometimes he's eating and breathing, gets to me a little bit. I have been craving salty foods rather than over sweets. I really have been enjoying roast potatoes and salty cracks with some hummus and really a lot of salty things, so again another vote for a boy. They say that headaches are a sign of having a girl, but I do suffer from headaches regularly. There's also this old wives' tale where you take a necklace and your wedding ring and you hold it over your belly, and if it swings in circles then it's a girl, and if it swings sideways then it's a boy. And my mom actually made me do this one, so mine swung in sideways. That's an indication of a boy, so my mom is convinced that it's going to be a boy simply because of that. So I'm a little bit unsure what it is. When we first fell pregnant, I really thought it was a boy. I was absolutely convinced that it was a boy, but the last 2 weeks I've been thinking that it's a girl. But my dreams are sometimes girls, sometimes boys, so I really don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's 50-50 chance of it being either, so I really don't know. I'm wanting to stick to my intuition and say it's boy, but I really have been thinking lately that it's a girl, so of course, regardless what it is, it'll be loved and is so loved already, and I really can't wait to enter into 2025 and embark on this journey as mom and dad, and it's really going to be such an adventure. At New Year's Eve party last night, one of my good friends asked me what my word for 2025 is. I originally thought of the word growth because I'm obviously growing a little human and there's always ways to grow in life and really reflect on that, but I've decided to choose the word imperfect, and I think this is really such a nice way to, instead of having New Year's resolutions, as my friend explained, to have rather a word that will encompass maybe your way of thinking of the year. So my word imperfect is because I'm extremely perfectionistic, and it really impacts a lot of areas in my life, with just, for instance, not being able to relax, being stressed out because I can't let go of things not being the way that I want them. So this year, with little baby Bean arriving, I really want to be a relaxed mom and someone who just goes with the flow, which is really difficult for me to do. That was actually one of the main reasons why I went to see my psychologist last year, and that's the things that we try to work through. So I think it's really an important word for me, but also I've had a lot of stress and anxiety about how to be the perfect parent, and there's obviously no perfect parent, there's no perfect way to parent, and there's so much research out there as to what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how to get your baby to sleep, how to make them smart and like make sure that your child's smart, and it actually creates a heck of a lot of anxiety that I didn't even think existed. This year for me, the word imperfect really embodies what I'm trying to be, or trying to allow myself to be, and just going with the flow and figuring it out as I go. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and also I can't wait to share the gender with you guys on the weekend, and I would love to hear your predictions and see what you guys think little baby Kurtley, baby Bean is going to be.